Happy November, everybody! Halloween season is over and we've got new content to check out. Let's look over the Trick and Treat shorts, which went up after voting on the 30th. Hopefully we all voted on it, secure in the knowledge that they were going to show us the other one eventually. Eventually, in this case, turned out to be a couple of hours. Thankfully, Trick won. Thanks go out to all of those who voted the objectively correct way. So let's check out this death scene. First off, I can't get over how great this creature looks. Not only have we got the eyes everywhere and the purple glorp creeping down his chest, I adore the little opening out of his cheek, forcing you to ask, wait, what part of this thing is the face? Laura is obviously freaked out, so freaked out that she blows her QTE, allowing him to grab her leg and clonk her head against the ground. Then we get a nice reveal of the giant monster hand, which, from this angle, looks like it's got 3 big fingers, like we've seen on the Hunter, and to a lesser extent, a certain Dead by Daylight character. Then something weird happens. She gets picked up, but seemingly not by Noah, who was standing directly in front of her, but by what's clearly a hunter who's standing behind her. Check out this pan up her body. That's her front, with the thing picking her up behind her. And given the shape of it, it's clearly a hunter. So what happened here? Was there also a hunter behind her? Or is that hunter Noah, having shed his human form completely and gone full hunter after knocking her down? Now, that wouldn't explain how he got behind her, of course. Maybe they've cut out some of the scene in which Noah fully transforms and walks around her stunned form. But as we can see from the glorp legs and cinched-in waist, this is clearly a hunter that's picking her up. Then we get an absolutely brutal head crush to wrap up the scene. Just like Hannah and Josh if you don't put in the work to find the grave and the notes. Thankfully, they cut away before the action here. Gotta say though, seeing a dark-haired Taylor with blood dripping out of her eye immediately makes me think of Switchback's Belial, although I have no idea if that reference was intended. So Laura's head gets crushed by Hunter, which may or may not also be the Noah beast. And given that we've already seen a version of this scene with Brianna, it seems like it's a scene that can change based on who's alive and who's dead at this point. We've already seen Laura replace Cernan in a scene. So will it be a situation where she has a bunch of plot armor so that she can fill in for any other killable characters if the plot requires it? Now, let's look at the Treat version of the video in which Laura nails the QTE. Unsurprisingly, this results in a busted kneecap and a moment of stunned surprise from Noah. Good to know that the monsters can feel physical pain in their shapeshifted forms. Then we see Laura running and hiding, followed by the same hand transformation from the previous video. Obviously, there was no hunter behind her, and as we see in the next few shots, there's some close-ups of the hunter's body, and then she seems to be ducking behind a crate in order to hide from the same creature. This would seem to suggest that Noah does transform into the hunter, a theory seemingly confirmed by this horrible stretched out face we can see on the hunter's torso. It looks like when the creature transforms, it doesn't just resorb the fake human skin back into its torso, it instead expands, causing the skin to burst apart, leaving little bits of it flapping everywhere. It's extremely creepy and a great bit of monster design. Look at the last frame before they cut to black. Were we about to get a look at a human face on the side of this thing? Gosh, I hope so, because that would be very, very eerie. Sadly, the short ends before we get a sense of how Laura plans to get out of this one. So that's the end of the Halloween week videos. I'm going to see you back here tomorrow for the RTX graphics trailer, which I just found out about. Until then, I've been the Hidden Object Guru. Thanks for watching. If you had a good time and you'd like to see more, like and subscribe. There's buttons to help with that. Questions, comments, and related whatnot go in the comments section below the video. We'll see you back here tomorrow for that RTX trailer video I just talked about. But until then, I'll say that's right. Au revoir.